In today's video, we're gonna be hooking up a professional boxer with a fresh free haircut. You know, what was the motivation to become a professional fighter? We're gonna be talking about some of the big names he's had to face within the ring and what were the outcomes to these fights.
I fought a lot of pros. When I fought Ryan Garcia myself.
Oh, you fought Ryan Garcia? He fought Ryan Garcia?
I fought Ryan Garcia.
Okay, who won? Not just that, but what are some of the battles he's had to face outside the ring and how has he persevered?
And I ended up tearing my meniscus and stretching my ACL. Right after that, I ended up severing my tendon, my pinky.
How did you get injured and how did you go about it after the injury? We're gonna be talking about possibly the biggest fight in boxing history. Who do you think would win the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, coming from a pro boxer? And how would he match up against the problem child? Who would win a boxing fight between you and Jake Paul? Lastly, would he enjoy sharing the ring with the GOAT? If so, does he think he could win? Does he even think he could survive? Okay, so who do you got in a match between you and Mike Tyson? But Mike Tyson is the age he is now, okay?
Age he is
now, and you're in your prime.
Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it.
So I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself to my audience. Would you go ahead and let them know a little bit about yourself, let them know what you like to do and how you inspire the youth through boxing?
All right, my name is Chaz Macias. I'm the coach and owner of ABC Boxing. I am a retired professional boxer, but I'm just worried about getting young kids back into shape and start boxing and learning what I've learned throughout the years.
So you have classes? You teach classes?
Yes, I have two classes right now.
What gave you like passion to do that? Like, why start training the kids in the neighborhood?
So it all started because me, my brother, and my dad started boxing gym out of Tehachapi, MBT, and ever since then, that's how I started boxing. My brother started boxing. We both went pro. My dad we started out of our garage out in Tehachapi, and then we got a shop eventually, and then I grew that shop, and then eventually I ended up moving jobs, got a job, all that. Moved out here, and I miss boxing and training, and just miss having the kids around there.
So like training is something you always done, even in your professional career?
Yes, correct.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay, I thought that you went from a pro boxer into pretty much instructor, you know? But that's cool that you always been a part of it.
Yeah, it was me, my brother, and my dad always training out of our garage, teaching everybody the way. Like, yeah, of course, my dad was the main coach because he taught us everything, but we just passed the knowledge.
Hey,
learn to pass the knowledge and work with them. Next thing you know, we actually had some of our friends that we thought would have never had a fight in the day of their lives winning trophies and winning belts. So,
is it something that you did more of when you moved to Bakersfield? And where are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Tehachapi. That's where we grew up. That's where we did all our training and everything out of Tehachapi. After I got injured, I ended up getting a job, and then that's when I moved. And then eventually I came out here to Bakersfield just because the job, go where the money is.
Okay, well, let's dive a little bit more on the professional career as a boxer, so we can go ahead and figure out, what happened. If you don't mind me asking, how did you get into professional boxing? You said your dad taught you, but what was the motivation to become a professional fighter? One, and two, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get injured, and how did you go about it after the injury?
Okay, so one, my dad was always a boxer. He never went pro, but he always said he wanted to. He said he fought a lot of pros that were well known, I guess. So my brother got in a little bit of trouble, and then he decided, you know what, I want to box. He started boxing. My dad started training him. He did one amateur fight, And then it was history. I jumped in and started training with him every day. And next thing you know, yeah, we were just like, we're ready to be the next champs, world champs, wanted to be, and started training every day. Next thing you know, my brother turned pro, and then they were trying to sign me to turn pro at the age of 16.
Wow.
But, I always just waited, and then when I turned 20, I'd made my pro debut. And then right after that pro debut, I was getting ready for my next fight, and I ended up tearing my meniscus and stretching my ACL. And
In the first fight?
No, it was just training camp.
Training
camp. Ended up blowing out my knee, and then right after that, I ended up severing my tendon, my pinky.
Wow.
And I had to get that surgery.
Get a close up real fast, bro.
Yeah, you can see the.
Damn. So wait, was this your metacarpal itself that snapped through the skin, or was it surgery, or how did this?
Yeah. So what happened was when I was boxing, and when I landed, the tendon just split.
So they had nothing to do with the bone itself down
No,
here?
he had to slice me open and re-sew the tendons together.
Wow, how does it feel now?
It's better. I mean, you can see it's a little bulky, but it's solid.
Also see them deadly knuckles too. Look at them knuckles. You can tell they've been calloused up a little bit too.
They've been through some wars.
Yeah, man. Okay. So what was your motivation to keep teaching after the injury? Because I experienced something similar to you where, I was never professional and by far professional, but I studied a little martial arts here and there. And when I got injured, I was the opposite. I was discouraged to keep going because I felt like in a very pessimistic way, I felt like God took something from me that I was good at and that I loved doing. So I went in the opposite direction, started, playing video games, started kind of wasting my life away. And that's how this came about, me starting this YouTube channel. I was like, you know what? One thing I could keep doing is barbering because I'm great at it, right? Yeah. I talk to people, I have great conversations. So what if I took this to the internet and spreaded the love, positivity there, and not just that, sharing other people's stories along the way. So I had to pull myself out of depression that way. So what kept you motivated to teach kids even though you weren't able to compete?
Well, I think all it was is I just missed it. I missed it so much because I did take a break from it for close to 4 or 5 years, and didn't think about training, and just worried about work. But then I just missed it so much that I was like, I had such a good knowledge of it. Why let it go to waste? Yeah,
why let all that knowledge just go down the drain when you have so much to give the world, huh?
Exactly. If I'm not going to use it, might as well pass it on to somebody else that can use it. And that's all the way I thought about it, at least. And honestly, I can't complain. It's something that I love. Now I'm still back in the sport now, and that's my little escape now.
It's like you could win through the younger generation winning, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I feel now. I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm getting a little older. I'm 32. And what if I passed away tomorrow? I would have nothing to leave my daughter. I would have nothing to leave my kids, my son, my wife, my mother. But starting this channel, man, I'm instilling a little bit into the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? So if I do pass away, at least I pass down knowledge. And if I do pass away, at least my kids will be able to go to my YouTube channel and see my morals, my goals, my dreams, all my, passions. They could see that through a filter of a phone. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I kind of it motivated me to keep going. Just like you're motivated through teaching the younger generation through boxing, I'm motivated teaching the younger generation through cutting hair. It sounds like I'm teaching how to cut hair, but really the channel's more about hearing people's stories out, seeing what they got going, seeing life from a different perspective. But it seems like you have a way of holding it together. A lot of boxers, a lot of fighters, a lot of MMA guys, a lot of jiu-jitsu, they have that stigma of tough man. Remember I was telling you earlier, the tough man thing, and you don't have that, man, and I love that.
I think that's just me and my brother. I'll be sparring with my brother. He's a crazy kind of his style. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
What's his name if you don't mind me asking?
Nico Macias.
Nico Macias.
He goes by the Rooster.
The Rooster, okay.
Rise and shine, it's Rooster time, says one of the signs. I mean, the fans really love Nico Macias. He's becoming a cult favorite just based on punch output.
Social media loves him.
He ended up his second to last fight. He fought, oh man, I forgot his name.
Jesus Soto.
No worries, man. But what happened? What was the outcome?
So he ended up losing a split decision, but they both ended up winning, fighting and getting in the Guinness Book of World Records for throwing so many punches in a 10-round fight. So many punches landed in a 10-round fight.
Oh, so they were at all out war.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds and a record 3,353 punches thrown.
He had the record for so many punches landed in a round in the 154-pound division.
Okay.
And then my brother beat that, and then they ended up fighting, and they both were smash record.
This record is going down tonight in only 10 rounds.
Oh shit.
It was a war of a century. It literally could have been on that square right there.
Most of this fight has been in this corner.
It was just ding ding boom.
So it was like one of those boxing matches where they put their foot in the tire and they just go to war.
It was who could throw more punches.
Oh my god.
At the end of the day, both their heads were like this. They looked like cavemen because they were so swollen. They were just so swollen. Just so many.
I'm gonna look this up, man. I'm gonna look it up and put some pictures and stuff. Is this the same brother that was in the military?
No.
Okay. Just had to try to put two to two together.
No. Yeah, this is the one that kind of got in a little bit of trouble.
Okay. You got two older brothers, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the baby.
Same here, man. I'm the baby, bro.
I'm barely not the baby. I got a twin sister.
Oh, okay. She's younger though. She's younger. Okay. It's the same, bro. It's the same. I got twins.
We the babies.
We the babies. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So your older brother broke this record, huh? And then after that, was he happy with that? Did he continue fighting, or what's he looking at now?
After they broke the record, he had one more fight after that, and or no, he actually had two more fights. But after the fight after that, he kind of retired. He just wanted a break, basically what it was, because he did so much work, and they got thrown to the wolves, kind of with just because he broke that guy's record. They wanted him to fight him. Yeah. And I don't know. He was older than me too. He was a lot older than me. So this all happened right around the same time.
Your brother?
Yeah.
How old, if you don't mind me asking? You're 27, right?
Yes.
How old is your brother?
He just turned 32.
32. Okay.
32.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was actually he is 18-2 as a professional fighter.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
18-2 as a professional fighter. He just had his last fight. He just came out of retirement and had a fight sometime last year.
Okay. So he's still fighting.
He fights here and there.
He picks and chooses when he fights, but he's still professional.
Because he's at that level where he's got to do a 10-rounder at least. So he's got to fight somebody that's decent. So he's like, I'm not gonna do it unless the money's right. So You better show me at least 75,000.
At the end of the day, it is business.
Yep.
You know, I'm putting my life on the line here. You know.
But he's just he's a trainer now. He trains out in Tehachapi. He just boxes and does sparring, and like he even spars still. He still spars the world champ right now, the 154 Fondora.
Oh, Fondora. Okay.
Fondora.
What?
Yeah, he just won the title at 154. He holds two of the titles, and
he's affiliated with these fighters. And shit? Oh my god.
He still comes up and gets work in with them and all that. So.
Man, one day I might have to hook your bro up with a cut, man.
Oh yeah,
get his story.
Yep.
But hey, man, let's dive deeper on your story, bro. I want to go learn a little bit more about you. So you said your father got you into the boxing, correct?
Yes.
So was it something that you were naturally gifted with, or did you have to try really hard to be good at it?
So I was always naturally gifted. I don't know. I think it was just because I was the younger brother, and everything that my brothers did, I did. But I got to do everything I wanted on it. So like baseball, I was one that always got a bat. Whatever. Boxing, it was my brothers had to get on their knees and just let me beat them up.
Yeah, I could be an older brother. Yeah.
And so it was like I've always had that natural
talent for it.
Talent for mostly everything. I was always a fighter too. My dad my dad has stories for days of doing like, all right, let me just go handle business real quick.
So you used to be a fighter, okay.
I was always a little fighter.
Okay, so I spoke a little too soon when I said humble, nice, soft-spoken guy.
I'm humble now.
I'm just kidding with you, bro.
I'm humble now.
Yeah.
I was always like, as a kid, I was always a little bit of a
knucklehead.
Knucklehead.
Yeah.
Like, you talk dirt, like talk smack to me, I'm just gonna punch you.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm gonna get it over with. Or I didn't like the way you did that. Whatever. You want to talk about it? I'd end it.
Yeah.
And
You start it, but I'll be happy to end it, right? Yeah. I like that.
And then go back to whatever we were doing.
Real quick though, did you get in trouble though, or was it something that you guys did just behind the cafeteria real
Behind the
fast?
cafeteria,
Okay, so you didn't
in
get
the
in
locker room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
I always try to plan it out.
Yeah.
Try to plan it out a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, there was a few times that we almost got caught.
So no trouble, no school, no kicked out, no suspensions like that for fighting?
Not for fighting.
Okay.
Yeah. But I would always try to, because I started boxing in the amateurs at 13. So I was considered a registered fighter. So if I got in trouble, if I get in trouble for fighting at school and stuff,
They could technically register your hands, huh?
Yeah. So technically, since I was trained, so I always try to just either get some gloves and meet up somewhere, or just have them come to the boxing gym.
That's the way to go. That's the way.
There was a few times I got a few people that came in and they realized, like, oh yeah, I came in here thinking I was shit.
Yeah.
Realized I ain't the shit.
I'm in his world now.
Yeah.
It really is. What's your thoughts on Devin Haney and the Ryan Garcia fight, and not just that, the build up to the fight?
Okay. So, Devin Haney was definitely smaller than him in that fight. Ryan.
You think that 4 pounds made the biggest difference?
It was not just 4 pounds. Like, yeah, on the
weigh-ins
it was 4 pounds, but you could see it in the fight that he was
a lot heavier.
Ryan was at least 160 in that fight.
Okay.
He was at least 160 in that fight, and if you think about it, when he fought
Gervonta Davis.
He fought Davis. He was the weight that he weighed in at when he fought that night.
Okay, so
with the rehydration clause,
I was just gonna bring that up.
Rehydration clause. Ryan was a lot weaker when he had fought Davis compared to when he fought Haney, and I think that was what caused such a big difference.
So do you think?
Like, at first, honestly, I thought Haney was gonna outbox Ryan.
Same here, bro. Every client that sat in my chair the entire week, they're like, bro, Devin Haney is a better boxer.
Yeah.
So you honestly think that the hydration clause between the Davis fight and the Devin fight, do you think that weight difference plus the hydration made that big of a difference?
It made a huge difference.
So Ryan didn't outclass Devin.
Being a fighter myself, when I fought Ryan Garcia myself.
Oh, you fought Ryan Garcia? He fought Ryan Garcia? What?
In the amateurs.
No, it don't matter. It don't matter.
I fought Ryan Garcia.
Okay, who won?
I lost the split decision.
Bro.
But also, I got a point taken away from him grabbing me. He was holding me so good, it looked like I was getting held.
Oh.
I was holding him, and I got a point taken away.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, when I fought him, I ended up fighting him. I took the fight on 2 weeks' notice, and I was walking around at 144, and he told me he wanted me down at 118 for the fight. So I ended up getting down to 118, and I would think I weighed in at 119. But he ended up coming in at like 122, heavier than me, making me come down all kinds of weight just so I could be weaker than him.
So this isn't nothing new from him.
No.
The way he did to Devin Haney isn't something new.
He knows all about that.
So him complaining what Gervonta Davis did to him is just what he does to other fighters. See, I didn't know this, bro. You're educating me right now.
He did exactly what Davis did to him.
So he has no room to talk on social media about all this hydration clause and I was weak and all this, right?
He knows all about that hydration clause. He's done it since he was 8 years old.
Oh my God, damn.
So.
Okay, let's go to the Tank versus Ryan Garcia. No hydration clause.
No hydration clause, Ryan will get him.
Really?
I think Ryan will get him. There's a reason Davis put a rehydration clause on him, because he knew now to drain him, he wouldn't have the energy to really use his size and everything against him.
And he wouldn't be able to recover as fast too.
Exactly.
Huh? Okay, we're gonna have to go back. I know we're on 10 different topics, but we're gonna have to go back to this fight. You and Ryan Garcia. What round did it end in? Did it go to decision?
It was an amateur fight, so it was only three 2-minute rounds.
Okay.
I was younger at the time.
Okay.
So it was my 13th fight. He had like 116 or something like that. I couldn't tell you exactly.
116 fights?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
he had a little bit more experience as far as his fights.
In the amateurs, you're considered an open fighter after you have 10 fights. So I just hit the open division And I was like, all right, well, let's take a fight. And then Ryan Garcia, of course, he went to all the amateur fights. So he was always there because his parents were officials. So they were always there. He was always traveling. So any fight we went to, we always saw him. And they're like, oh, you know what? He's here today. Let's set up a fight. And we ended up fighting one time.
So what, your people just talk to his people and just set it up right then and there?
Pretty much.
That's so gangster,
Pretty
bro.
much.
That's so dope.
And
how is he in person? Is he a relatively good guy, or is he like?
I want to say I didn't want to really talk about this too much, but I do want to say he was always really cool
Really
in
cool,
the amateurs. He was really nice, really outgoing. We used to call him Mr. Happy.
Oh,
Because he would always come up shaking your hand. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? I like because we'd be at fights and it's just a whole lot of hurry up and wait in the amateurs.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
You weigh in the morning, you wait around, you see the doctor, you wait around, you find the schedule for the fights and wait around and wait for your fight. So while we're hanging out, all us kids, all us fighters that go to all the fights, we end up being friends with everybody and everything like that. So me and Ryan, I thought we were real cool, really close. Like they even came out to our dad's gym and for fights and stuff. And once he turned pro, I went to one of his pro fights because my promoter ended up giving me some tickets to his fight. So we ended up going and we saw him. He took a picture with us, but he acted like he didn't even know us. Act like he never seen us before a day of his life. So it's like. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I get it. You're big time now.
You're big time and whatever, you know.
You just fought and everything.
Don't forget about that boxing match, though.
Like, dude, you fought me before. Don't act like you never seen me before.
Yeah. So I want to go ahead and get your opinion on who do you think would win the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson? Coming from a pro boxer, who do you think you would like? Who would win?
So, I think Tyson's gonna take it. I think Tyson's going to take it just because of his experience of being in that ring. He might be old, but he's been in there with warriors. And you can't take experience away from someone.
Okay, what about Jake Paul's pros? How do you think Jake Paul comes into this fight?
He's tall. He is taller than Tyson. He's got longer reach. If he learns how to use it correctly, he could make it a long night for Tyson. But
he still has to earn his way.
He has to earn the stripes.
He hasn't earned his stripes to be saying that he's like the best of the best already.
Okay.
Fight the best of the best. And like, yeah, Tyson's old, but you seen him. Not too long ago, he had that expedition with Roy Jones, and he still looked explosive and stuff. But that was also Roy Jones in there that he was working with.
And not just that, but I felt like there was I think it was exhibition, meaning like they weren't trying to kill each other, you know?
Exactly. But I think with 8-ounce or 10-ounce gloves, no headgears, I don't think Jake Paul is gonna be able to take
those kind of punches, huh?
Yeah. Just even though he's old and doesn't have the explosiveness as he used to, the movement maybe, he's still training hard.
Yeah.
He's still.
You've seen videos. He's a monster, man.
He's still got it. He still knows what he's doing.
And he's going to get hit by the hardest pound-for-pound puncher in history, in my opinion.
I think so too. Yeah.
You know, if Tommy Fury can do that to you, then imagine what Mike is going to do. You know.
Exactly.
And yeah, man, Mike is the GOAT, bro. Mike is the GOAT.
I would have to agree with you right there, for sure.
Yeah, you could tell by like my stuttering, I'm caught between like a rock and a hard place because I like Jake Paul, man.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like Jake Paul, but I'm just like, dude.
Well, you're a boxer, bro, so of course you're gonna be realistic with the situation.
Bro, you have a lot to earn.
Have you seen the improvement in the last 4 years, though, bro?
I have definitely.
Oh my gosh!
When he first started to now, that's why I decided. He is getting there. He's definitely picking it up, and I will say he is a boxer now, but he is still learning. He's still
4 years is your first college degree.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That doesn't even mean you're pro yet.
He's still got a lot to learn. There's a lot to do with the pros and the amateurs and stuff. Yeah, he's jumping in there in the pros, but he's in there with people that shouldn't be there. So
like Silva.
Yeah.
Ben Askren and
exactly.
Tony. What was the basketball player's name? Tony, well, no, is it Tony Robinson or
I
something
couldn't-
Robinson? Is it Robinson? I don't know who it is. But yeah, man, I get it. But you do have to admit the ones that like I was impressed with the Anderson Silva one.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he is a boxer too.
Yeah.
He's a Thai boxer.
Yeah.
But
But then also, there's styles make fights. And
yeah, you're right.
Styles make fights, and he knew what he was going to be trying. Every style has a way to come at it. And I will say, yeah, he trained right for it. He trained right for it. He knew what he needed to do. His coach had a good game plan, and he stuck to it.
In my opinion, bro, Jake Paul has done a lot for the sport of boxing.
Yes.
You know, he's brought so much eyes, younger generation eyes on it. About that, what's your thoughts on him bringing just awareness to boxing?
No, he definitely he's bringing boxing back, like, because MMA really started taking over, and there was a lot more talk about MMA and then boxing, and ever since he came around, and you got Ryan. They're big old social media stars. They're bringing back boxing back.
At least they're bringing attention on it, right?
Yeah, they're bringing the eyes back over to the boxing side. So I will say he is bringing some clout.
Bringing some clout over there, yeah.
Bringing the clout.
And do you think that is important when it comes to fights?
If you want to make the money, that's what all the promoters. There's only a few promoters out there that all they're worried about is money. So if you don't have the people to fill the seats, they're not going to want to fight you. So they're going to throw you to the wolves to make the person that can make the money look better.
Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast.
Yeah.
So that's amazing, bro. I didn't know that. You know, you
I
actually.
fought Ryan Garcia. I fought Virgil Ortiz Jr. I fought a lot of pros right now that are up and coming, like Angel Flores. I ended up beating him twice.
Oh.
He's 9-0 coming up as a pro right now. And shoot, I had the opportunity to fight for Top Rank. Was throwing a show out in Fresno. They flew out the #1 in the nation it was supposed to be my last amateur fight, and his last amateur fight. They were having a big show. Top Rank was throwing this amateur show. Whoever wins the main event gets a signing promotion with Top Rank. The fool came out. They flew him all the way out from like Tennessee. We came out. They did a big old interview of us right after our weigh-ins. Everything like, oh, how does it feel to have such a great opportunity to fight for Top Rank and this amateur, for such a big opportunity for a signing bonus, all this good stuff. And he went with, oh yeah, I feel blessed, whatever, blah blah blah. And then I'm just like, I'm just happy to get a fight. Because in the amateurs, you go to all these fights and it's hard to get fights. And once everybody knew who you were, they're like, oh yeah, not gonna risk my record with him.
So that's a real thing in the boxing community, like picking and choosing your fights to have a better record and a legacy.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this. This is gonna be controversial then.
Yep.
All right, you ready for it?
Go for it.
Do you think Mayweather is guilty of that?
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
Like,
and do you think that tarnishes his legacy?
I think it definitely puts a blemish on it.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, there ain't no doubting that he was great throughout his whole career. But to be the greatest, considered the greatest, you have to fight the greatest as they're fighting. Like, he should have fought Pacquiao back at 135.
Yes, bro.
He should have fought Pacquiao at 135, not 154, years and years later.
All right, let's do it. So look the camera in the eye and give them a prediction for this Jake Paul and Tyson fight. What round, knockout, decision, and who? You said Mike's winning, so.
I think Tyson is going to win. I think he'll drop him in the second, take him out in the third.
Okay, knocking him out in the third?
Knocking him out in the
Knocking
third.
him out in the third. Okay, Jake Paul's first knockout. Let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah, the hype for this fight is real, bro. Yeah, bro. Boxing, this whole fighting entertainment industry, bro, it's such a fun industry to be in, bro. Like, even as just a viewer. You ever get You ever get like hyped up, bro, knowing that like you know the stuff behind the scenes? Like for example, the Ryan Garcia stuff. And
Yeah.
Do you ever get hyped like a little more than your friend, like because
Oh,
you know what's
definitely.
going? Okay, okay.
I definitely. But also that I might be hyped for one moment, but then
And
as
then
as soon as that fight starts, you see me, I'm zoned.
Zone up.
Zone, like,
Hey,
I don't
do you
care.
do this? Do you swear when you watch the fights? I know you do because I do.
I'm guilty of it. I am guilty of it.
I do it too. And I'm not even a boxer.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, woo.
Yes.
Move after that. Stick and move.
Yeah. So, you're a pro boxer, and I'm sure when you watch fights, you analyze different fights, different styles. So I'm gonna ask you the question of the century. Who would win a boxing fight between you and Jake Paul? Full boxing fight. Full boxing fight. You know, all boxing rules. It's not.
I think I could outbox him. I definitely think I could outbox him. He is just a lot bigger than I am.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He's a heavyweight.
What if there was like
big
some
boy.
type of catch weight?
That's a good question. That is a good question.
Boxing wise, I think I could outbox him, just especially because I'm a lot faster than he is. The only thing he could do is if he catches me. That's the only way I think he would be able to take me out.
Well, he does have a strong right, but do you think his skill would be able to put up with all your years of experience? Think about like you were training since as a kid. He's been training what, 5 years now?
Yeah.
So like 5 years compared to 27. I'm sorry to say, but your skill set is probably a lot higher. Like you said, the lucky punch is probably there.
Yes.
But do you think he'll catch you in that lucky punch? I don't.
If I'm in my top of my game, ready to go, I don't think he's got a chance.
Exactly. Okay, so Chaz Mencia is going to beat Jake Paul in a professional boxing fight. But what about the next level up? Okay, so who do you got in a match between you and Mike Tyson? But Mike Tyson is the age he is now, okay?
Age he is
now, and you're in your prime. You're in your prime.
my
No
prime.
injuries. You're in your prime.
Tyson. Well, Tyson his age right now. Me in my prime.
I'm talking Chaz, 21 years old, 22, or whatever your prime was.
See, I was still just.
Okay, right before the injury. A week before the injury, you got to fight Mike Tyson at the age he is now. I'm all giving you all these scenarios.
It would be cool. I mean, I would be down to do it.
Would you really?
I would be down to do it.
Oh my God.
It would be awesome. But now I don't know. I don't know if I can take that big of a shot. I'm not that big of a guy.
Because he's a heavy boy.
Yep.
Mike Tyson's all muscle,
Yeah,
right?
All put every ounce of body weight into that shot. He knows how to do it.
So what would your strategy be? Like
stick and move.
stick and move the
move.
whole fight? So outpoint him?
Outpoint and move as much as possible.
He said, I'm going to Mayweather him.
I will Mayweather the life out of him as best I can. If he got on the inside, you best believe I'll be trying to wrestle him.
I'm going to double leg him if I could. I'm going to just go ahead and straight up and ask it, okay? Do you think you'll be able to survive the full match with Mike Tyson?
If I fought to survive, yes. If I fought to survive, I would.
I love it. But if you're fighting to win,
If I
no,
fight
because
to
you have to be a
win,
risk taker. You're going to have to.
It's going to be risky.
Okay. You might have to take some to give some.
Yes.
And taking some from Mike Tyson might not be too good.
That's not the plan. That would not be the game plan for sure. I would
man.
definitely stick and move against Tyson.
That
I would love the moment being in the ring with the GOAT.
Okay.
But would I be scared? Definitely.
What are you scared of? The power?
The power.
Okay. The movement and the power?
The power. I mean, I feel like I'll be fast enough to keep him busy. I know I've fought in a pressure fighter like my brother, so with the head movement and stuff, I feel like I'd do decent. But he only needs that one shot.
I could do only so much until he catches me.
Okay. You're going to give the credit where credit's due.
Yeah,
Give it to the
exactly.
GOAT, the legend.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how I ought to say.
The video had all this motivation in it, and I just want you to end on a positive note. Would you please, tell my subscribers, my audience, something to keep them motivated, to keep them pushing forward?
Okay, so I would say, if anything, just get started on whatever you're looking forward to in your career, whatever it is. The first step is just getting started. You just got to put your mind to it. Once you get started, that's the first step. It takes a little bit to get going, but once you get it, everything gets going. Everything starts falling in place.
What would you say to that person that wants to start a new hobby, that wants to start a new craft, but is too scared to take the first steps?
So honestly, you just gotta stick your foot out there and get started. The only way you can do it is by stepping up. You gotta get out of your comfort zone maybe a little bit. But once you do it, you won't regret it.
Yeah, bro. Greatness is always achieved outside of your comfort zone too.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Okay, guys, we're coming to a close of this video, but wait, don't click off just yet. I want you guys to do me a big favor and go check out my boy's Instagram page. His brother, his dad, man, they were born fighters. I'm telling you guys, if you go check out their social media, you won't regret it. But more importantly, I want to thank Chaz for inviting me into his gym, for the hospitality, for all the lessons, all the knowledge that he shared with all of us. And more importantly, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. I promise you guys you won't regret it. Until next time, it's your boy DK the Barber and Chaz the Pro Boxer Macias. And until next week, I'll catch you later.
Later, guys.
Thank you for coming out, bro. I
Yep.
appreciate you.
There we go.
Ah!
Yeah,
What was my question? I forgot what I asked. Bro, we're f***ing kids, bro. I'm not gonna keep none of that. Okay.
There's
Well,
a
I think, okay.
You don't have to be great, or you don't have to be. You don't have to be great. Oh, fucking hey, god damn it. You don't have to.
Because if I didn't know you fought Ryan Garcia, bro, that blew my mind, bro. I want the whole interview to be about that, but I can tell you don't want to. Thank you for coming, bro. I appreciate you.
That was weak.
Let's see how you